it actually started.
Yeah.
Because Susie works with my one.
See which one of these we got.
Oh, yeah.
And Sadie Rose.
Not that one.
Yeah.
So,
Forgot about that. Is she a teacher now?
she's
Yeah, at least we got one.
teacher. Works with the special ed kids.
Look how everybody got quiet.
Waiting for you to tap that gavel.
Wait for it to click over, Seth. Slow down. Usually it takes about 8 pushes of the button for it to kick on. Oh, there we go. It's like it's 7 o'clock. Call to order the Seymour Common Council meeting. Sorry, I had Board of Works on my mind. For Monday, January the 12th, 2026. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Les, you doing invocation tonight?
No, Brother Jerry Turner is.
There you are. You're hiding behind the pole on me. Okay, hey, Jerry Turner, if you'd like to join us for the invocation and lead it, all rise.
So Father, I just come before you tonight and I ask that you pour out a special blessing upon this council tonight, Lord. I just pray your divine grace and wisdom be upon them, Lord. You've chosen them to lead this city, Lord, and we just pray that your will be done this year, Lord. Thank you and bless them for their sacrifice that they have made. And Lord, we also pray for the citizens of this town, and we ask that your way be done, your will be done. And we just pray that your peace and your blessings and your grace will be upon this city and upon all business done today. We sanctify this meeting unto you. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, Jerry. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call, please, Mr. Bowes.
Mrs. Long.
Here.
Mr. Maxey.
Here.
Mr. Hackney.
Here.
Mr. Hubbard.
Here.
Mr. Davidson.
Here.
Mr. Lucas.
Here.
Mr. Fry.
Here.
Have full council tonight.
Thanks, sir. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of the previous meeting? If so, I'll entertain any motions related to.
So moved to approve.
Second it.
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Reports from committees, boards, and commissions.
Reports, Mrs. Long.
Yes, we do have one. Thoroughfare and Drainage met on December 29th to discuss a request that came in about placing a stop sign at the intersection of 4th and Walnut. We reviewed it. We didn't really find that it was necessary right now, but if it happens to become more of an issue in the future, we'll revisit it. Other than that, nothing.
Mr. Maxey, anything?
No.
Mr. Hackney.
No.
Mr. Hubbard.
No.
Mr. Davidson.
No.
Mr. Lucas.
None.
Mr. Fry.
No, sir.
No public hearings, no old business. Before we get into that first one, though, that also came out of Thoroughfare and Drainage, this first
Correct.
ordinance. So, okay. Mr. Bowes.
New business, Mrs. Long.
Yes, I do have one. I want to make a motion to read for the first time ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 by title only.
Second.
Mrs. Long.
It's an ordinance to amend Chapter 75, Schedule 1 of Seymour City Code. It was brought to the attention by SRO McCrary, I believe it was, that there was a concern with the amount of parking alongside Miller Lane near Brown School. He recommended that we post no parking signs between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. during school days only. The Committee of Thoroughfare and Drainage met with that also on the 29th, and we decided that it is a good idea and that we would like to make a motion to have that approved.
I need to make a round to
Yeah.
approve it being read
Okay.
first.
Okay.
So, Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey. Mr. Hackney.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Davidson. Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Mr. Fry.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 for 2026, an ordinance amending Chapter 75, Schedule 1 of the Seymour City Code, no parking on Miller Lane from South Line Drive to Southernmost School Drive, as Mrs. Long just discussed.
Any questions from the council?
Yeah, and it's just for 2 hours.
It's just for 2 hours and just during school days.
Yeah.
So it won't affect in the summer, it won't affect when there's no school.
How will that affect those apartments over there, Miss Long?
Well,
That's gonna be my question.
it may be an issue, but we decided it's only a couple hours and it's really at the best interest because from what he said, the congestion is it's super bad and there's tons of little kids in and out going in between the cars. So if it's a little bit of a inconvenience for a couple hours of the day and it saves a couple kids' lives, I think that's a big deal. My opinion.
Probably
So,
gonna take some enforcement the first
That's what I was about to
Yeah,
few
we want
weeks.
it. I mean, we'll do warnings for that.
so it's not necessarily the width of the street.
Yes.
It is the width of the street?
So,
Because I know I went down through there, I figured that was
so when you start parking on both sides of the street.
both sides.
It's basically one lane
Okay.
from somewhere just south of those apartments
Uh-huh,
and the school area. It gets so congested that you got one lane. That road, I don't think, McCrary was fine with just no parking on one side of the street. That way it would open it
yeah,
up.
that was gonna be my
That's
next.
something up to you guys. I mean, he would like to see it from 2 to 4 all the time, but he said if we couldn't, at least one side, no parking at all. So it does become, it gets just too narrow.
But we still have pedestrian concern.
Yeah, he thinks also with no parking there, it's gonna force the parents, kinda like what we did at the high school, kind of force them to go through the way to pick up your kid instead of running across the street.
Ms. Long, is that something you guys might have discussed in thoroughfares, the no parking on that one?
Correct.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Questions from the audience?
Has the school been brought into this conversation?
I'm not sure. Have they? They have, right?
Yeah, they were asking him about it today again.
Okay. If no other questions and comments, I make a motion to pass ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2.
Second.
Mrs. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Maxey,
Yes.
Mr. Hackney,
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard,
Yes.
Mr. Davidson,
Yes.
Mr. Lucas. Yeah. Mr. Fry.
Yes,
Ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 has passed first reading, 7-0.
Hey Darren,
Yes.
can I make a motion that we suspend the rules and do a second read on that by title only?
Second.
Let me make a note here real quick. Have a motion and a second to suspend the rules. We're gonna vote on suspending the rules to take another vote. Mrs. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Maxey,
Yes.
Mr. Hackney,
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard,
Yes.
Mr. Davidson,
Yes.
Mr. Lucas,
Yeah.
Mr. Fry.
yes.
The rules have been suspended. Would you like to reintroduce the ordinance again?
Should I?
For a second time.
All right, go ahead. Let's reintroduce it for a second time. Ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 by title only.
Second.
Thank you.
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey,
Yes.
Mr. Hackney,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hubbard,
Yes.
Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Mr. Fry.
Yes,
Introduction of ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 for 2026, an ordinance amending Chapter 75, Schedule 1 of the Seymour City Code. No parking on Miller Lane from South Line Drive to Southernmost Drive. Thoroughfare and Drainage Committee for second reading.
I would say if this is a safety issue, let's get it done. So, no need to wait 2 weeks, we can just do it now.
Okay. Appreciate that. That's all I have.
Are you making
Need
a
a motion
motion?
to
Oh,
close it for the
motion
second
to close
and vote.
and make a vote.
Second.
Mrs. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Maxey,
Yes.
Mr. Hackney,
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas. Mr. Fry.
yes.
Ordinance number 2, Council Bill number 2 for 2026 has passed second reading, 7-0. Any additional new business, Mrs. Long?
No.
Mr. Maxey?
No.
Mr. Hackney?
I have one. I will make a motion to read ordinance number 1, Council Bill number 1 by title only.
Second.
Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hackney?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas?
Yep.
Mr. Fry?
Yes,
Introduction of ordinance number 1, Council Bill number 1 for 2026, an ordinance amending the 2026 salary of certain city employees, amending the 2025 ordinance number 23, Council Bill 45. Finance Committee, Mr. Hackney.
Yes, we actually passed this last year, where we switched the uniforms. We purchase them instead of renting them. And, somehow this line was not put into the 2026 budget. So this is just to correct that. And also, included in here is it's to add $1 to match the police patrolman rate for certified salaries. That, I don't know if that was just rounding or what, but
Something along those lines.
yeah. So anyhow, to correct that, we need to add $1 to that budget. So with that, I will, are there any questions from council?
Yeah, Jerry's right. There was an ordinance passed last year where we quit purchasing uniforms or renting uniforms from Centos and provided funds for employees to buy uniforms, 22 employees to buy uniforms throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then the firefighter one also was certified salaries that we got to provide to INPRIS, the retirement program. First class patrolman and first class firefighter always match, and they were $1 off on the annual salary for the year. So the net cost of that's like $27 for the year.
Will the employees then be responsible to keep them clean?
Yes, that's what was part of the ordinance. They're responsible for them.
Okay.
Like I said, that was approved last year. I failed to carry it over when I redid the salary ordinance this year because it was done mid-year.
Grabbed an old copy.
Yep.
Any other questions from council? Questions from the audience? Hearing none, I will make a motion to pass ordinance number 1, Council Bill number 1 on first reading.
Second.
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hackney.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Mr. Fry.
Yes.
Ordinance number 1, Council Bill number 1 is passed first reading, 7-0. Additional new business, Mr. Hackney.
No, sir.
New business, Mr. Hubbard.
No, sir.
New business, Mr. Davidson.
No.
Mr. Lucas.
Nope.
Mr. Fry.
No, sir.
Miscellaneous from the council.
Just something small. When I was on the website, I do notice that our city council picture is a little outdated.
Okay.
So, I don't know when you want to get together and update that picture.
What if everybody just plans on, wearing your Sunday duds for next meeting and we'll snap it before or after? So the second meeting in January, is everybody gonna be here?
When did you say?
Next meeting?
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Okay. Just plan on doing it the 26th.
That's all I got, sir.
Anyone else?
I guess because of what's going on nationally, I've had a couple calls. I just wanted to get some clarifications. One of the questions that was asked was, do we have the fingerprint machines in place and are they operable?
We have them in place, they don't work very good.
Don't work very good. Another one of the questions was, if a person is pulled over and cannot provide any, identity, what do we do at that point? I mean, do they get fingerprinted or can they be fingerprinted?
They're taken, if they're driving and they don't have an ID,
Yes.
they're taken to jail.
Okay. Okay. And lastly, is it true that you have to have permission to fingerprint somebody?
If you go up to somebody on the side of the street,
No, if they're pulled over for, speeding or something of that nature.
yeah, you have to ask permission.
And are they asked for would they be asked for any reason for a fingerprint? I mean,
Like, I don't understand that question.
if it's just a speeding offense and they provided the right identity or license and registration and so forth, there's no reason to ask for a fingerprint.
Correct.
Okay.
You could ask them, but if they don't wanna give it, you have to be arrested to be fingerprinted.
Okay,
unless you ask consent. It falls back under the Fourth Amendment for search and seizure. You're actually seizing their finger and searching it, so.
and whenever that's in place, the data is just our city, correct? Cause it isn't
It'd be our county.
our county?
It's
Okay.
just our county.
Okay,
So our fingerprint readers only read the county's fingerprints.
okay.
But are you fingerprinting them on site since you're taking them to jail anyway, or will they
Nope.
fingerprint?
I mean, we will if they're gonna write them and issue them a ticket if they've been arrested numerous times.
So have you used the fingerprint scanner since we've had them?
Yes.
Thank you.
And the complication you had was what? You said that they're not,
They're not in the system.
okay.
So if they're not in Spillman, which is the county system that we have, then it doesn't, it's worthless.
So it doesn't leave a record of.
No.
Why wouldn't it do that?
Well, that'll leave a record in the county system, though, won't it?
No, you gotta
Will
do
it
it,
create a record?
you gotta do a 10 fingerprint system
Okay.
to do it.
So correct me if I'm wrong, we got a glorified toy.
Yeah.
Just asking the question.
Okay. That was the 3 points I needed to answer.
Yeah, we used it, I tried using it at the morgue, I ended up having to call a federal officer to come over and do it. Cause he wasn't in the system, we had a John Doe. So we used the federal system, but we don't have access to it, I had to have a federal agent come and do it.
So if you had a person that had an offense outside the county, he would still be a John Doe, because our system just tracks within the county.
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Pastor back here.
Jerry?
Just for clarification, I'm new to Seymour, and I just wanted clarification, if I happen to not have a driver's license, it isn't a arrestable offense in Seymour?
We'll leave that to Greg, cause he knows the law better than I do, but
You can give us your name, date of birth, we can run you through the state system, it'll bring up a picture of you in the car, and we can verify that's who you are from that. It's for people who don't have a driver's license, never have had one, there's no way of identifying who they are. And there's a law in Indiana that says you gotta operate a vehicle with a driver's license. So if you don't,
I'm just curious, it is arrestable.
it's an arrestable offense, yeah.
Thank you.
But if there was a suspended record, it would come up, right?
Yeah, like if you're suspended, it says you're suspended, and then there's suspended infraction, suspended misdemeanor, or suspended felony. So depending on what you were
What degree,
suspended for. Like if you're suspended for no insurance, that's just an infraction, you get a ticket and you're on your way. Well, you're not out driving, but your car's gonna be towed or somebody else has to drive it. If you're a misdemeanor or the felony, you go to jail.
Can I ask a question of the chief here real quick? Is that all right?
Yeah.
So, you were mentioning that the fingerprint reader, the way you have it right now, affects those that are in Jackson County. Does that, if somebody came into our county, like say from Bartholomew, and something happened with them that would also happen with somebody from Jackson County, are you able to do with whatever you have available to you, what you would do with somebody from Jackson County? Same circumstances.
Like be able to search their fingerprints?
Be able to ID them if they're not in Jackson County, is what he's saying.
No, I mean, they give you your name and date of birth and we could try to locate them that way, but.
I have a question too, and this is to Seth. Is what we're doing here the same as what the state does? as far as?
We don't use fingerprint scanners. If you have good faith that they provided you with their identification, you take that identification, name and date of birth, and you can either take them to jail or cite them. And I know our Indianapolis guys, I think guys who work Indy Metro will use, Indy Metro has fingerprint scanners, but they're linked to the federal,
Indianapolis.
are they
They're
just to the state?
Indianapolis, but they are running through, that's the $1 million software.
Yeah. So the guys who work for Indianapolis Metro, they're tied into the state system, so their fingerprints are picking up statewide stuff. So, but yeah, we don't use fingerprint scanners other than if they're taken to jail and ran through the live scan machine.
And that $1 million is just for the state, not for the country, right, to run it?
No,
The
it's
$1 million
for-
software, is that for the country or for, just to get like?
That runs through
kickback from-
MCIC, that's the
Okay,
FBI
okay.
system. And the state, prior to the current administration, was on the path to pay IDEM to have, where they would sell us, we would be able to use their software. So currently, if I need to scan, I can fingerprint you today, Danielle.
Okay.
And then send that to the state lab and they will scan them. And they will give you a yes or no if they're in the system. Same way at the county, they can scan you on the machine. If you are not in the state system for a gun permit or whatever, then they will find out the next morning. They run those in the middle of the night through the FBI. And so you'll get the next morning,
Right.
they'll get a list of, here's who you have. Now, I can tell you, Officer Carver, who works for us, but is attached to the DEA, they have the federal scanner. About 60% of the illegals that they use do not pop up on that system either, because they've never been fingerprinted anywhere.
When you say pop up, does it still populate that new scan? So if you scan somebody, they're not in the system.
It does.
But,
That
okay. So the-
system does.
So they're now in the system, you just don't have the correct name to associate it with.
Well, the name
potential-
that they gave you,
Right,
it's gonna
right.
be their name.
Okay.
Do you know what percentage, of the people we have in that system now, Greg? I mean, if you went in to check somebody, is it common that they're not in there, or do you get a lot of people that actually are in the system?
Like running them through the state, or
No, through the local, through the county.
we have everybody who's arrested since 2020 in that database.
Okay, since 2020?
Yeah.
That should have quite a few in it then.
There's
I'm
quite a
thinking.
few in there, yeah.
Okay,
But the problem is a lot of our illegal population moves around. So they're not, when they go down to the jail, they print them on the live scan machine. That's the big system that runs through the state. And then they also run them through the Spillman one.
okay.
I think since you'd have to ask Chris Everhart. I want to say there's been a few that have given a different name when they got booked in, and it pops up that that's not who. It tells you who they are in Spillman, basically, if they've been arrested.
Any other questions? Did you put the sheet out tonight? Okay. Guess we'll go with any questions from
I'm
the
not really
audience.
sure where the binder is. Is it in the podium?
It's on the bottom.
Okay.
So. Okay, miscellaneous I got for you is the fourth quarter report is on your stack of stuff, compiled by department heads and Miss January helping out, put it all in one package for you. So, feel free to read through it. If you have questions, reach out to me and I'll, try to get you answers. So, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Excuse me, are we forgetting section C?
Oh, yeah, I missed a spot. I was on miscellaneous in my head. How about election of the common council president for 2026? Sorry, it was buried in there. I missed it.
Sorry, I just wanna make sure we hit it.
No, you're right. I was already on miscellaneous in my head. Well, actually, I skipped it because I went to Denny's question before that, so. Okay, so hey, we got C, election of common council president for 2026. Anybody like to nominate anybody, or anybody like to run real quick before they get nominated? Although if it's like some committees I've been on, if you're not there, you usually get nominated.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Seth Davidson over there.
Any seconds on Seth?
I'll second if Seth's willing to accept it.
I'll do it. Could be.
Okay, any other nominations? Guess I'm supposed to use the gavel on these, aren't I? Okay, well, I'll close nominations at the sound of the gavel if there's no more nominations. Going once, twice. Okay, nominations are closed. Good to just do everybody vote on this, or you wanna go around the horn on it?
I guess go around the horn.
Okay, Ms. Long,
Sure, yes.
Mr. Maxey,
Yes.
Mr. Hackney,
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard,
Yes.
Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
I really thought you were gonna vote no to yourself. Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
And
He
Mr.
could have at
Fry.
that point.
Could have.
Congratulations, Seth.
Congratulations.
I will do my best and not go to Japan this year if that counts for anything. Okay. We've
Now-
done miscellaneous once.
Make a
You
motion.
know, I
Motion
we
to
got somebody in the
adjourn.
audience. What's,
Well, I was scratching.
oh, sorry, behind you, Les, I'm
Behind
sorry. There's some people back there. Please step forward to state your name.
My name's Edward Bowen. I'm a cybersecurity engineer, and I just want to know if I could address the council about the block safety cameras and cybersecurity concerns I found with them.
Sure.
Okay? Okay. I do have notes I've printed out.
What'd you say your name was, sir?
Edward Bowen, B-O-W-E-N.
That was totally not what I heard.
I'm sorry. Maybe my accent.
Well, I even started to write something totally different. So.
Okay. Like I said, I'm a cybersecurity engineer with a defense contractor. I have listed my certifications on there. One to note on there is a certified ethical hacker. I also have 9 years of law enforcement experience in the Army. As of this afternoon, the National Vulnerability Database has 15 vulnerabilities with the Flock surveillance systems. And those have been published. The usual way it works is a security researcher, they'll play with the equipment to see what kind of vulnerabilities with it, and they'll report it to the manufacturer, and they have 90 days to do something about it before it's made public. These first 15, Flock Safety went ahead and put those in the National Vulnerability Database. They said they did not feel they were vulnerable, true vulnerabilities, because it required physical access to the system and knowledge of device debugging. They said they will try to fix them as they can and over the error updates, but as of this morning, they have not reported anything has been fixed yet. Usually a National Vulnerability Database, it'll show the version of the software that is found on, and then it'll list the version it was fixed on there, but nothing has been fixed as of yet. They have come up, and another researcher has found approximately a dozen more that have reported to Flock in the middle of November. So Flock has until the middle of February before they report those or address those. So we don't know what those are. Based on what they've responded as physical access and the types of vulnerabilities there are, from my experience, a medium-level hacker would be able to compromise those systems. And that's like data exfiltration. So that means that they could get to access from the cellular signal from the camera and be able to watch the live stream of every vehicle coming across. So if you have someone who's stalking somebody, they can watch for the vehicle and get their license plates when it's coming across. Data manipulation, that's where when it reports, there's a license plate reader and the AI in it reads what the license plate is, they can go through and change that on the fly on it. And then denial of service, they can actually take it out of service if they wanted to, either by removing the cell signal or change it to divert someplace else. And it has, under documentation, it says it uses cellular communication, but you can have an interceptor man-in-the-middle attack where you have your own mini cell tower that you can get connection to, and it gets all the encryption keys, so it's no longer encrypted. So you can see everything that's coming across, even if it is encrypted. Now, this is for y'all to think about as far, because you can get the get with Flock and see if they're gonna ask them when they're gonna get these vulnerabilities fixed on there. I cannot do a demonstration on it because for me to do a demonstration on a, probably on equipment requires them to do release liability on me, so I cannot do that legally. But one of the things I'm concerned is, how's it, prevent liability to the city is how is it data verified before its use? Because license plate readers are not foolproof. They will give read the numbers wrong and stuff. How's access restricted? Do you need no personnel? Two-factor authentication, because you already have that set up, right? Yep. Okay. One thing I have found out is my research that I work with, they have found that law enforcement credentials to Flock are for sale on the dark web. So that's what I need to do. And the other thing is, assuming I'm not sure what the service level agreement is between the city and Flock, but how you're protected in case there's any legal action taken on there. Now, one thing that has come up in the Northwest is someone requested an open records request for the Flock surveillance data. And is that something that the city would honor or not if a system made here? That's something that the city in Washington, they denied it. It was taken to court. The court ruled there's a public record and had to be released, and that's going through the appeals process on it. But that's something where someone can just come through and say on it that, they want to know, okay, how many times does the mayor leave the city? Does he go up and get on 65? They can put a records request for his license plate number on it if it's an open records request. That's just if they want to have to go out. And another item is on the service level agreement, is the city the only one who gets the data from the cameras that you're under contract with? Or they're stored in Flock servers, but does the city only have access to it? Or is it also being access to data aggregators for sale, for advertisement, stuff like that? Because you can foresee if someone gets a camera to pick up a license plate number, they have the owner, then you can have a digital billboard have a targeted ad just for them. Okay, that is one scenario I've already heard about. So those are my main concerns. Last part is that as far as surveillance and stuff like that, I feel that it's getting more of government, and that even though we're doing it for good intentions, that watch how it gets into too much overreach and stuff. So, but I do have my address if any more questions, anything like that. And if anyone wants to get real technical or real geeky on it, I'm available for questions. So if you can, just pass on to your city's IT, and they'll be able to probably go through a lot of it. Okay.
Thanks, Edward.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Denny, I think you were starting a motion a minute ago.
I'll try it again. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. Meeting adjourned, everybody. Enjoy your night.